Mm. So, hi guys, Suman this side, and this is my first video on career building. Okay, so I'm basically a data analyst working in RGO, and I'm planning to transition my career in business analyst. So, I'm gonna guide you all through the steps that one has to have go through. Okay, so my motto here is to whatever I will be doing on daily basis, I will be taking you through, so that if you're someone who is looking for job and I'm on business analyst. Okay, um um who are these videos are basically for students, and today I'm gonna talk about how one can start their business analyst a journey from scratch. Okay. So this is the presentation. How to become a business analyst without prior experience. Okay. So so let's start, and please do watch until the end of the video. I'm gonna tell you some important tips so that you can um, go into that and get some benefit out of. Okay. So let's get started. Okay. So introduction. So why do I want to become a business analyst? I mean, basically, why you want to become business analyst, right? Okay. So each and everyone aspire, but why someone would like business analyst? It's because that he has a very lucrative salary, and it has different career in respect to other career. Let's say data analyst or anything that comes in this um, line. Okay, so as a business analyst, you if you're someone who have the business acumen and who have the basic understanding how Excel data analysis and how to present. Okay, the way I'm presenting. Okay, before I proceed, I gonna tell you one thing. These are the presentation. It's because I gonna practice for myself, and at the same time, it's gonna help you to build up your career towards this journey. Okay. Mm. So, I think it would be really good if I talk in English or Hindi, both, right? Okay, so the number one is high demand across industries. Number two is lucrative salaries and career growth. And number three is opportunities to solve real business problems. If you're someone who is a big problem solver, and I mean, let's say if we, even if you, even if in general you are a solver, then by having a lump sum amount of business skills, you can become a business analyst in 6 months or 7 months. Sometime it takes 1 years, but it comes somewhere around that. Okay, so the we have already covered this, and let's jump to different presentation. Number two, what does a business analyst do? Understand business needs and gather requirement. There are actually two types of business analyst. Um, a business analyst who work for internal business problems, and second business analyst who works for external clients. Okay, if suppose I am the business analyst selected for internal purpose, then I gonna work on um, um, my company problem statement, right? It obviously, if you are someone who have high intense communication skill in English and who have the ability to manage clients, talk to international clients, the customers, then they might be selected for the external business analyst, right? Who is going to handle international clients. Okay. Okay. Mm, and no, key responsibilities of a business analyst. Number one is understand business needs and gather requirements, right? If I am someone, a business analyst selected for XYZ company, and I'm working some problem of the organization that has come up, and before I jump directly into the problem, directly into finding the solution, I need to gather some statements, right? Some important aspects of the business things. Only then I will be able to analyze the stuffs, and then I gonna jump directly into the coming up with solutions, right? Okay, this is the number one, and number two is after gathering all different types of needs and the requirements of the business challenges, we can analyze its data and take actionable insights. Okay, actionable steps. And number three is bridge the gap between stakeholders and technical teams. Basically, number three does means that business is uh, is something that uh, works as a team. Okay, if I am the owner of the business, if I will think that I will be the only responsible one and I will do everything when it comes to business handling, so it is not possible. I need a team. I need someone who can work. It's very important for a business to divide the work among the team so that each important work can be done with a with a specific limited time, right? So apart from apart from this, as a business analyst, what I will do, there are stakeholders. Stakeholder means the person who are part of the organization. Okay, I'm also a stakeholder. um, CEO is also a stakeholder, everyone. But apart from that, there is something important persons like top management people and the technical people. Okay, so I have to play as a role I will have to play the breeze. Okay, sorry, I got a call. Okay, so I will have to play as a bridge between stakeholders and technical teams. Okay. Okay, so now that has been covered, let's go for how to understand the role. Okay, so it's very important that before understanding, before deepening dive into the business analyst role, one have to have the basic understanding of what are the different aspects that we need to play around. Like number one is analytical thinking and problem solving. Okay, if I talk about myself, I have worked as a customer service representative. I have customer interaction, client interaction of 2 years, and I know how I have solved the problems, right? On daily to on day-to-day basis, right? So if you're someone who doesn't have any experience, okay, prior to deep jumping into the business analyst, it doesn't make that much impact. Given the fact that if you are someone who have started really working, or if you are someone who have contributed a lot of things during your student times or during your college times, so you make sure that whatever you are at whatever position you are, try to do something, try to be a problem solver, try to have a discussion with your peer group, um, to have the basic outline of how what are the main focus of business analyst, right? So it's very important that you have the um, important factors like analytical thinking and problem solving skills. These are very important soft skills that one have to have. Otherwise, even if you are at a certain level, I mean, if I come to outline the thing, then you must be at least good analytical and problem solver. Okay. So, communication and interpersonal skills, tools like Excel, SQL, and Tableau, these are very important, right? So, try to work on that. It's very important that not only that you go into the uh, hard skills like Excel, SQL, Tableau. No, the most important thing that business analysts do is to interact with the clients, interact with the stakeholders. Okay, so it's very important that you first you have the soft skill. Okay, uh, and parallelly learn these technical aspects as well. Okay, start with free resources. If you do, if you see, money is not always the factor. Okay, if you wanna have, if you want to have the certification course, you can have, but if you don't have that much enough budget, then no issue. You can go through a lot of YouTube free tutorials are available. You can have the basic insights of how things work, and eventually, slowly, you can deep dive into the business analysis important things. Even and with a certain period of time, like 3 to 4 months after working on certain projects, you will realize that you are almost at the limelight of becoming a business analyst. Okay, so try to have the free courses, because what happens that if someone is taking up a free courses, okay, since so we have a lot of free courses out there available, but they don't implement in the real life. For an example, I have watched uh, 10 hours video, but most often what happens that people doesn't implement that. Okay, in terms of practicality. So it's very important. Apart from watching the videos, you should be able to work on the real projects. Okay, now jumping to number two, read blogs and case studies on BA practices. No need to talk about that. And join LinkedIn groups for BA professionals. Okay. One more thing, if you, I'm also, I just wanted to build my own community. Okay. And since I do have 2 3 years of two 3 years of experience. So, and I have some almost, it's been already 5 6 months working as a data analyst in RJ company. So I can at least guide you through. I can guide you in certain factors like resume building, communication, and spoken English, and many important when it comes to career. Okay, so if you do want to join my community, then do pin me on this WhatsApp number 955612814, and I gonna build this community. And if you want to um, study with me, want to get mentorship, then there is a certain very small charges between 500 to 1000, depending upon your experiences. Okay, and depending upon your requirements. Okay, because if I charge and since there are a lot of uh, places that charges huge amount, so I'm not into the money factor, but I just wanted to help people, and just earn bit that to guru dakshina in the form of 5 to or 500 to 1000 rupees, depending on your requirement. Okay. Okay, so if you do want to join, and yes, I gonna do one thing. I gonna keep free for 5 people. The first 5 people will be free. They will be not charged any money. Okay, and after the 5 people are being filled, then you will have to pay some money. But Okay, if you but make sure that come with an intention to learn. Otherwise, it won't be much that much needful to you. Okay, gain practical knowledge. Once you started working on different um, theoretical aspects, um, certain projects, then you can reach out to small retailers, cloth stores, cafe, whatever business surrounded by you. Okay, and you can beg some project work, but make sure that when you go for asking for project, do not charge them money. Okay, since you are at the inception period, and they are not sure if you're gonna really help, if whatever you projects you undertake, does your efforts gonna make an impact on the business, they might go into a second thought before giving you project. So make sure that whenever you take up a project, for at least for 5 projects, don't charge any money, and tell that if they are interested, if they really like their concepts, the approach, then whatever they can give from their side, uh, there is no issue, but don't even charge any money, not even 500 or 1000. If you think that you are not at that certain level, okay, never charge, because uh, first learn the things and then only go for money factor. Okay, okay, now that's done, try to at least complete 10 to 20 projects. That will make a huge impact to get a job, and to be distinguished from the crowd. Okay, okay, now second is work on side projects or freelancing gigs. Once you started working, having bit of experience, you can start posting on fiverr.net, freelancer.net.com. Okay, after that, once you start realizing that you are already, at a certain position, that you can deploy the concepts, the business solutions, 100% result oriented. Okay, only then go for fiverr.net. Otherwise, once but if if for an example, you get somehow you got an opportunity from fiverr.net, and if you did not deploy the output as per the expectation from the client, then they might not consider giving you 5 star, 4 stars. They might give you 1 star, and once that feedback is taken into negative, then that will make a huge impact, and it would really be next to impossible to get another client. Okay, because whenever client reach you, first they check your portfolio. Okay, the rating star, only then they will consider. Okay, so make sure that unless until you are up to the mark, you don't jump deep dive into the fiverr.net or whatever the freelancing websites. I don't know much about that. Okay, okay, number three is use case studies to simulate real world problems. Okay, so talking about my journey, I'm going through this case in point. This is something, there are a lot of a lot of case studies, and obviously there are a lot of free case studies you can uh, go for, th- that is available online free of cost, maybe, I'm not sure, but there are a lot of few of them, I think they are free. Okay, try to solve the business case problems. Okay, let's jump to the next. Get certified. Credibility is something that you must offer, and yes, getting certification is really tough, only if you are a position of not spending that much of money. So it would be really not that, a great idea if you don't have the budget. So in that case, you can work really good projects. In that case, you can at least do 50 to 60 projects. That is enough to give you the credibility. Okay, because the amount of projects you do parallelly, you will get that much of credibility. Okay, so that's how the portfolio is built. And even if you don't have the certification, you might be considered. Because in real time project, what happens that if you are someone who have for an example, if you work for some company, okay, you are creating a network, right? You are creating a network, and it might happen that if you tell that network person for whom you have worked, right, they might consider you to give you an opportunity in the company, right? So in that case, you don't need a certification. If you don't have budget, no issue, but you can still work on that. It's very important that you should really focus on real time projects. You, even if it takes to beg, even if it takes to get under the foot of other people, don't worry about that. You can bag them. If you don't bag, if you don't surrender yourself, then that, that intensity of doing something won't reflect. Okay, so it's very important that you should showcase some interest. You should show interest to them. If you reach out to 100 people, at least 20 people you are going to get. See, 100, see, 20 projects is more than enough at final stage. You can get at least 4 to 5 package, 4 to 5 lakh of package. If you do 20 projects, that's more than enough. Okay. Obviously, that project intensity should be high enough, right? Okay. It's your wish if you want to depend upon your budgets, financial condition. Okay. Now coming to build your resume. Okay. So, okay. Now again, I'm writing down my number. Okay. So as I've already told you that I'm providing a consultancy. Okay. I have also given a lot of resume services, resume building services. And because what happens to most of the freshers, they don't know how to tailor the resume according to the job role. So it's very important that you should be able to have that confidence level of how the perfect resume is tailored. Okay. So if you really want to get your resume tailored, or you want to get good mentorship for your great career, then you can reach out to me. So this is my WhatsApp number. Okay. I'm gonna help you with very little charge, maybe around 500. As I already told, okay, you first join, then I will um, we will discuss on that. Okay, depending upon your requirements, depending upon the quantity of training that has to be given to you. Okay. Okay. So I think I went. Okay. Okay. So if anyone interested, just pin me on this number. Okay, and we'll discuss over there. Okay. Okay. I haven't covered this uh network. Okay. Yeah. So the build a portfolio of projects on case studies. Whatever projects you do, try to post on LinkedIn. Okay, because that will showcase the people, right, who are on the LinkedIn. They will actually feel that, yeah, this guy is someone who has worked, and he is the perfect person. Because unless until you show case, then how gonna people know about your skills, right? You have to make sure that that whatever things, whatever assets you have with you, that should be showcased, right? So it's very important that whatever on daily basis you do, you should at least post one post on daily basis. Even if that is not possible, you can go for something. I mean, 2 3 posts per week. That is enough. Okay. So these are the basic things, in and out things that you have to understand how to market yourself, how to distinct from the crowd. So it's very important that you get these things done. Okay. Okay. Bonus tip: stand out of the crowd. Whatever things I have already told you, I've already said, and that is enough to make yourself stand out from the crowd. Okay. So, and yeah, stay updated with industry trends and tools. Okay. You should be able to use AI to work for you. Okay. If you don't know how to use AI, then there is no use, because what are the problem that has occurred in 1 2 years, right? There are a lot of layoffs going on, and if you don't really focus on the AI prompt things, then probably you won't be able to sustain in this challenging life, challenging career. So it's very important the in and out of how exactly these tools are working, and you should know, you should be able to know how to manage, how to make the AI work for you. Okay, that is important. And apart from that, the important thing that everyone should have is research skill. If you don't have the research skill, then it won't. You are off nowhere, really. No one would give you a chance, even. Never. So, whatever I'm telling, if you feel like that is very important, please do look upon this, and things gonna change in your life. And please, apart from that, whatever you feel like that I need to come up in other video, then please do let me know in the comment section down below, and I'm gonna come up with different and um I mean more improvised video. Okay, so since this is my first video, I might be crumbling around because I don't know how to speak in front of camera. I'm not that confident, but I will try to improvise on myself. And the more I make video, the more I become confident, because these things eventually gonna help me to land a business analyst role, right? Okay. Before wrapping up the thing, I just want to tell you one thing. Every expert was once a beginner. Okay. Okay, that's enough. Thank you so much for your time. And I'm gonna meet you on next video. Thank you. Bye bye. Take care.